talking to my friend the other day who had just recently got a new job at a company I'd never heard of and knew nothing about. I obviously had a few questions relating to this, and about an hour after our conversation, I logged onto my Facebook, and there it was, front and centre, very first post in my feed, information regarding this particular customer. It's quite scary, and I'm sure we've all been through it before, but it is just one example of the ethical issues associated with artificial intelligence. My name is Adam Roberts, and I'm the Chief Technical Officer here at DroneShields, and I'm here to talk to you today, the managers of DroneShields, about the importance of the ethical issues associated with artificial intelligence. Let me first start with what is AI. According to tech data, artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. These processes include learning, reasoning, and self-correction. Artificial intelligence promises to take care of the mundane tasks employees currently handle, freeing their time up to be more creative and perform the work that machines cannot. This may be true in theory, and a robot vacuum is one thing, but ethical questions around AI in medicine, law enforcement, military defence, data privacy, quantum computing, and other areas are profound and important to consider. According to an article released by Cambria on the 13th of August 2019, there are 7 pressing ethical issues associated with artificial intelligence. Let's take a look at the 2 I believe are the most pressing to the global business world and DroneShields combined. Number 1, job loss and wealth inequality. This is the big one. According to the new McKinsey Global Institute report, by the year 2030, over 800 million people will lose their jobs to AI-driven robots. Some may say that if their job was able to be replaced by a robot, it was too mundane for a human to be doing. However, AIs can be responsible for creating better jobs where humans can use their creative nature, which robots can't. There is another viewpoint to this, and that is that the introduction of AI robots could add jobs. Firstly, they have to be built and then they have to be maintained moving forward. This is obviously going to create jobs to do that. Then we have the economy to consider and the wealth inequality that exists in our world. Currently, in most economies, an employee or a staff member works for an hourly wage and produces their output. They then pay taxes, and the business also goes along and pays wages, taxes, and other expenses, with the money left over, i.e. profit, is used to expand existing processes, training, just to create more income and more profit for the company. Consider that an AI robot doesn't earn an hourly wage. It doesn't pay taxes. Therefore, the company doesn't have to pay taxes on behalf of the robot either. The robot also produces at 100% of what the human would be capable of. Therein lies an issue where CEOs and shareholders may be able to increase their profit and returns and thus increase the wealth inequality in our world. Not ideal. Number 2, should AI systems be allowed to kill? This is particularly relevant for us here at DroneShields. In his TEDx speech, Jay Tuck describes AI as software that writes its own updates and renews itself. This means that as programmed, the machine doesn't do what it's told to do. It does what it's learnt to do. Jay goes on to describe an incident with a robot called Talon. Its computerized gun was jammed and opened fire uncontrollably after an explosion, killing 9 people and wounding 14 more. Predatory drones, such as the MQ-1 Predator, has been in existence for over a decade. These remotely piloted drones can fire missiles, although US law requires that humans actually make the kill decisions. Going forward, we need to further examine these drones' roles and how they are used. Is it better to use AIs to kill than to put humans in the line of fire? AI is something that is continually advancing and will continue to do so, and we just need to ensure that we are always mindful of the positive and particularly negative impacts, ethical or otherwise, these advances have on the world. If we do that, we will continue to improve this great world we live in. Thank you.